Hey there everybody, this just arrived in the mail. Let's get it open and see what's in here. Okay, this just arrived from DLT Trading and came pretty quick. I think it was 3 or 4 days from the time I ordered it. Look at that. There's the sheath. Okay, here's all the components of the sheath. You get the actual sheath. It's stamped Bark River Knives. And then you get the Scout carry straps that go on sideways. And then you get the little ferro rod holder that you can put on any way you want to do it or take it off. But it comes with that. But let's get to the knife. Oh, there it is out of the wrap. I really like these black Micarta handle scales. I actually ordered it on purpose, not only because it was the most affordable option, but I think it might be the best looking option. Like, some of the other ones look great, but in the long run, I really like the basic look of these. But yeah, let's get the blade out, see what it looks like. And that is a nice looking knife. It's got the thumb ramp with a little bit of jimping there. It's got the Harpoon style blade. Let's see if I can do this. It says Bark River Knives and CPM 3V. It's got a thin coat of oil on it. And this side here, it says Tope, T-O-P-E. And that's because this was a collaboration between Mike Stewart from Bark River Knives with Dan Tope, a knife designer who he does D-Tope knives, and this is kind of like his style, I guess, the wider blade and the harpoon tip. Yeah, just really cool looking knife. I've seen these with a flat area right here instead of the thumb ramp, and I guess if you send them back to Bark River, they will like file that off for you and do it right so that it looks well done and professional. But I like the thumb ramp. I always have liked the thumb ramps. But yeah, it's just got the basic stainless steel pins, lanyard hole there, but then you got the other lanyard hole back here. And it's got jimping down the exposed tang on the butt cap area. But look at that sharp edge, dude. Man, you could thump a window or something with that and just break it right out. And you could probably strike a ferro rod with how rough that jimping is. like use the pommel of the knife for that. Although it feels like the spine would do it just fine. It's got kind of a small ricasso there. Like on videos I've seen, I thought that was going to be a lot larger, but it's actually kind of small. So I don't think you'd be choking up on it up there. That will help you sharpen it though. But yeah, I probably wouldn't try to choke up on that. You'd end up getting cut. But I love the black micarta handle scales. They just look freaking great. And the lighting is just not working with me today. But yeah, that looks really cool. And wow, I thought this was going to be a lot heavier, but like that's a light knife. I probably just slit this blanket open. I think I did. But it's got the convex grind, the convex edge that Bark River does, which is probably my favorite edge. I love the Bark River convex edge. But look at that. I mean, you've got a lot of just straight blade there, and then a big old belly swoop up to the top. This is definitely an interesting knife. And I think you could carry this without it being too much of an issue, because it doesn't really feel too heavy. Now, let's see where the balance point is. It's literally right there. Yep. Good balance. And man, that is comfortable in the hand. Look at that big belly swell on it. It's kind of like a Coke bottle shape. And that actually just fills the palm of your hand like excellent. And that is nice. Yeah, that's cool. I'm just trying to take it all in. This is the first time I've ever held one. The only thing I'm thinking is it's a little smaller in real life than what I had imagined, but I mean, that's fine. How big do you need every knife to be, you know? It's got that deep fuller on it. Some people like to call it a blood groove. And it's actually just the color of stainless or CPM 3V steel, but when the light hits it certain ways, it almost looks like it's dark gray or black in there inside of it, but it isn't. It's just the way the light hits it. But yeah, that is a cool blade. And they got a few of these still for sale right now, but they're flying off the shelves because everybody wants them. And I can see why. I'm glad I got one. But they gave a DLT trading sticker with it. And of course you get your warranty, unlimited warranty. They got the best warranty in the business. Covers the sheaths and the knives. And what's cool is you can send your knives back too, and they will resharpen them for you and like polish the micarta and do all kinds of like neat stuff. And yeah, it's just, I guess when you have the best knives and the best steel, you can offer the best warranty, you know. And there's probably people out there that don't want to hear that, but I've yet to find better. And I've got a lot of blades, but these are always like excellent. If there's any flaw to them at all, it's just they're so expensive. But, and they are nice. But let me get a tape measure and we'll get some measurements. Okay, this thing is, you're looking at just over 7 full inches on the cutting edge. but it actually, the metal goes back even farther, like clear back to about 7.5. And then you got, it's just a hair under 13. It's like 12 7/8, which is fine. It's so close to 13, it might as well be. But it is a hair less. And then the handle itself, you take it clear to there. Just the part you grasp is about 4 3/4. Got a little extra there with the pommel. But yeah. And the widest spot of the blade, if I can do this, is right there. Just under 2 full inches on the peak where the harpoon is. And it's a little smaller when you drop behind it, about a little over 1.5 inches. But yeah, nice thick handle. I don't know if there's any point measuring that at all, but at least a full inch, close to it. Okay, I got some really thin, like magazine catalog paper here. Let's see if this will cut right out of the box. Oh yeah. Yep. It's cutting pretty good. Can't complain. Now here's some printer paper. Yep. Good all the way down to the tip. Not bad at all. Yep, got a great edge on it. Yeah, cannot complain about that. Okay, here it is with the scout carry straps put on. And you have to wet form them because you can see they don't reach to where they need to go, which is typical with Bark River sheaths. And I might have to switch this one over to here. I think I might have put them on reverse. And this is the blah 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 ferro rod holder. Yeah, see how this one's a little shorter? I might have to switch these two, which I think I'll do. But then once you put the knife in, it is a very snug fit, and then you got to wet form this too to get this to make it clear over the button. But that's fine because that's how these sheaths are. And once they wet form to the blade, they become like a perfect fit. And even though I like the color of this, I have some black I think it's called Pro dye. And it's alcohol-based leather dye, and it's arriving tomorrow. So my plan is to dye this sheath black because I've never had a black Bark River sheath yet, and I think it would look great with the black handle. Just because this knife screams badass. So, I mean, it really does. So I figured I would do the darker sheath to go with it, to give it that cool look. You can see it's got a thick leather welt in there. It's very well done. I can't wait to color this sheath the color I want to make it and get it all oiled up properly. Plus get it wet formed to the knife. And yeah, it is a beauty. It's CPM 3V, which is at the moment my favorite knife steel. It's got the awesome Bark River Convex Edge. And this is a Mike Stewart and Dan Tope collaboration knife. And yeah, it's marked Bark River Knives CPM 3V on this side. And it's marked Tope on this side. Dan Tope, D-Tope Knives. So yeah, I believe he's the first guy ever to ever get his name put on a Bravo series knife. So I've heard. And yeah, that's pretty cool. That's something to be proud of. But yeah, it's the Bravo Tope Recon. Even the name's cool. And it's got the new big knife handle. It's just awesome. It's 3/16 of an inch thick. And it's not a full quarter. That's why this is a lighter weight knife. But yeah, it looks really good. It's got the false edge on the top there. But I like how it holds a decent amount of thickness clear up to the tip, giving it that strength. Yeah, very, very nice. But I hope you enjoyed this video. I'll do an update video once I get the sheath done. But this is all I have for this unboxing. Okay, here it is. I just wet formed it. What I did is I coated the blade with a pretty thick coat of Vaseline, and that's to protect it from rust. You should wrap it in plastic, but I'm not going to leave it in here super long. I'm actually going to take a blow dryer to it and then take the knife out as soon as it gets a decent shape. But you can see just some hot water, and I got a belt in it just so you can see. I like the Scout carry right across like either my appendix or sometimes cross draw, like on the opposite side, or right directly in front. It's just more comfortable for me and my build, but everyone's different. The side carry's fine. It's just that the handle's a little high compared to the loop, and then it has that sharp spike. I wouldn't want that poking me in the ribs. So my recommendation to Bark River for the sheaths would be to make this loop just a hair higher than the highest point on the handle. That way it could set equal or slightly lower than your hip and be way more comfortable when you're carrying it horizontally. I mean vertically. But yeah, the Scout carry option, for me it'll go this way. Like this will be on the downside, and my belt will just tuck through the back like that. Yeah, snap in the front. I think it looks great. It's only this dark color because the leather is wet, but it'll dry pretty quick when I take a blow dryer to it. And then tomorrow I'm going to try to dye it black, and that will make the threads black too, but I'm cool with that. I want this one to look really stealthy and, you know, just real cool. So, yep, there you have it. It's real easy. Just run these under some hot water. I kept the inside of the sheath dry. Like I tipped it upright so the water would run down. So it's, I mean, I know the water will soak through also. That's why I coated the blade in Vaseline. But yeah, easy beasy. Anyone can do it.
This is Joe Doomsday signing out. You want and what you're thinking.